Environmental collapse, mental health pandemics, a culture-wide crisis of meaning. Must Western civilization fall, and will we, its children, fall with it? I will explore the hidden layers of our psyche in search of answers. I stand at Harvard University in the Divinity Hall, a place where Western Psyche declared its liberation from tradition. From this very pulpit, philosopher Ralph Waldo Emerson delivered a shocking sermon on July 15th, 1838, to students in which he said things people of his time were afraid even to think. That Jesus was a man, not a son of God, and divinity dwells in the human soul and not in an institutional doctrine. He also said that we could cultivate our hearts and minds through individual striving rather than Holy Scripture, and achieve wisdom and morality through our personal communion with the universe. No priests or churches required. History doesn't record how many times these dignified walls witnessed the thunderous slam of doors as outreached listeners fled Emerson's heretical pronouncements. What we do know is that this was one of the first modern instances of questioning Western identity with such fervor done by a Western thinker. Today, nearly 200 years later, we still wonder about who we are. Is the Western psyche, shaped across millennia of civilization, a source of power that enabled Western dominance over the rest of the world for the last centuries? Or is it a curse that led us to environmental catastrophe and the epidemic of mental illnesses? The profound silence enveloping this exquisite chapel provides an ideal sanctuary for contemplating such questions. Yet even within these walls, definite answers remain elusive. The legend of Emerson's heretical address still resonates today. We just encountered a teacher and students from Tulsa, Oklahoma, who journeyed to Cambridge specifically to craft their personal credos, religious or secular, designed to inspire meaningful lives. This pilgrimage to the site of Emerson's intellectual rebellion demonstrates how his call for an original relation to the universe continues to challenge and inspire those seeking authentic self-expression. The piece you just heard was probably performed right here in Emerson's day. But Emerson's famous, or as some might call it, infamous sermon, which got him banned from Harvard for a good 30 years, was truly one of a kind. He had the guts to tell us Westerners we weren't so special after all. The sentences of the oldest time which ejaculate piety are still fresh and fragrant. This thought dwelt always deepest in the minds of men in the devout and contemplative East, not alone in Palestine where it reached its purest expression, but in Egypt, in Persia, in India, in China. Europe has always owed to Oriental genius its divine impulses. He didn't stop there, right in this very spot, shocking his listeners even more. The soul knows no persons. It invites every man to expand to the full circle of the universe, and will have no preferences but those of spontaneous love. He didn't just distance himself from Christian charges. We shrink as soon as the prayers begin, which do not uplift, but smite and offend us. He also took shots at what we were most proud of in his day, claiming that literature becomes frivolous and science is cold. Words like this have enough power to rock the very foundations of our civilization's identity, and maybe they did just that. Looking at the Western world today with all its uncertainty and philosophical soul-searching, we've got to admit we are still reeling from the aftershocks. Palestine, Persia, India, China. Those spiritual traditions whose wisdom Emerson integrated into his vision maintain their presence in this chapel today. We just met Chris Berlin, the Harvard Divinity School's counselor to Buddhist students and an accomplished musician who has developed innovative methods of conveying Buddha's essential teachings to his students.
Just jump on in. May all living beings find natural and lasting happiness.
I'm sitting in one of Harvard's yards. On my left, there are labs where biologists study the lives of fascinating creatures like jellyfish. On my right, there's a divinity hall where professors and students delve into the mysteries of the spirit. It's the perfect spot to reflect on matters of flesh and soul. This is Spell of the Western Psyche. I'm Marcin Fabjański, hoping I don't get hit on the head by a ball in a place where Western thinkers have challenged everything we thought we knew about who we are. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.